Okay.
So yeah, Kaylee asked what we were going to be talking about tonight, and I said aliens, and she said, "Whoa, did you pivot into like conspiracy theory stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're pivoting hard, right, grifter." Like,
I'm not
Not
saying
just alien, but also aliens.
I'm not saying we don't talk about that kind of stuff. I mean, art is meant to imitate real life. So
right. And I was just like, yeah, we're just pivoting full hard into like right-wing grifter conspiracy theory territory. That's where the money's at.
I mean,
You don't have to be right wing to believe in aliens.
I'm a little there. I'm
not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Yeah, with aliens.
I'm all the way there with aliens.
Oh, okay, cool. Well,
I've had this discussion with my
gone all the way with
aliens.
aliens?
I don't believe in ghosts, but I 100% believe in aliens. Yeah, I've gone all the way with.
Do you believe in alien ghosts? If you believe in aliens, do you believe that when they die they might have a ghost?
No, I think this
maybe
the
alien invasion is just ghosts of aliens invading Earth.
Yes.
I didn't say they were illegal aliens. I said alien aliens.
Too low.
Cheer up, Sam. Don't get
Cheer
low
up.
on us.
Sam, how you doing?
I just shook my desk. It felt like an earthquake. I'm great. How are you, Braden? Long time no talk.
Yeah, you're looking good. You're looking fit.
Thank you. You as well.
Sexy.
Both of you rocking we got two different. I feel like what's the orientation look like for you guys? Because I'm in the middle. Braden's to my immediate left, and Chase is to my right. So what's it look like for you guys?
That's how I am as well.
The same. Okay, we're all the same.
You're in the middle.
So I'm bookended by two beautiful bearded men.
Wow, we're like a Sam sandwich. We're a sandwich.
Wait, you're in the center?
I am the sandwich.
He's not in the center on yours.
No, I'm in the left. I'm on the left screen. Chase is in the middle. Sam's on.
Chase is in your middle. So
okay. I think you can move them around, but
Braden and I we're gonna squeeze Chase's head real quick. We're just gonna push inwards. But to everybody else, it's gonna look like we're high fiving.
Yeah, to me it looks ridiculous.
He's not high fiving me.
It looks like you're. Oh wait. Oh, it's all mirrored. This is too much. This isn't a Star Wars movie. This is a fucking this is Clockwork Orange movie. Fuck.
Movie I've seen too many times.
Why have you seen that movie too many times?
Dude, I've seen that movie
I've seen it one time.
I've seen that movie like 4 to 5 times. The last 3 to 4 were against my will.
That's fair.
It was just like I'd be with someone and we'd be scrolling Netflix and that would be there and they'd be like, "Oh, what's that about?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's really messed up. It's like a messed up movie." And they're like, "Can we watch it?" It happened like 3 separate
Kieran's going to be really upset he missed the podcast.
So I've seen it like 4 times.
He's probably seen it more than that.
I mean, it's fine. It's a it is a classic. It is a piece of art. I've only seen it in college. Like we watched it in one of my courses, like one of my theater courses.
Yeah.
I would not put myself through that movie if I didn't have to.
I wouldn't go out
and
recommend it.
It doesn't make you feel good.
I'm never in the mood for it. There's never a mood that I'm feeling that I'm like, what I should watch right now? A Clockwork.
You know what I feel like experiencing? I feel like feeling gross.
Mm-hmm.
Awful British
disgusted.
men.
Yeah, for about 2 hours. And that's actually our selling point for this podcast.
Awful British
Welcome
men.
back. Nope. Do you feel disgusted? Sit for 2 hours and feel disgusted. Welcome back to Nerd Shit in the Dark, the shittiest
Welcome
podcast
back, everyone.
on the internet.
Podcast.
We are your hosts, Chase, the Chaz Skripek,
and Braden the Brad Nielster, and our
and
special
joining
guest.
us on the Warm Bidet. It's Sam. Oh, it's Spooky Sam Atwell himself.
It's another name for the hot
Atwell
seat.
Himself.
Yeah, the hot.
Warm bidet.
I call it the Warm Bidet. Yeah, I've rolled with that now.
Is that a blow dryer function or a water warmer?
If it's not Braden or Jake on the show with me, they're on the Warm Bidet. That's how it goes. Because they're the guest. They're not an official host. They're a guest. So they go.
Well,
they
I'm delighted as always to have my ass rinsed by two such beautiful bearded men. As I was, yes,
yeah. That's what the beards are for.
I don't think
it is
anybody.
getting to be
all that
winter
stuff up.
season. Are you guys a no shave November? Do you guys do that?
I'm just no shave in general.
I just don't think about it. Like I probably am. Like I think when I,
People always ask me if I'm growing a buck beard around this time, and I'm like, no, this is just my beard.
Yeah, this is just me and what I look like. Sometimes I'll let it grow. Sometimes I'll let it like get a little. I've been trying to like keep it thick, but keep it shaped lately.
I've been letting my hair grow.
Your hair, yeah, your hair on your head is very long.
The hair is the struggle. I know we all three have pretty darn thick. I've actually been cutting mine probably for over the past year and a half.
God, just look at us. They're just 3 dudes with nice hair.
30-year-old dudes with nice full heads
beards.
It's just stroke each other's egos a little bit more over here. Huh?
I know. Wow, big penises.
This is what male friendship should. This is the ideal male friendship scenario.
Yeah, we just all sit in a room and tell each other how
beard,
great we are, and then we go home. And that's what gives us the confidence to do things like this podcast.
I think men. I would do a research study, but I would assume men probably receive more compliments from other men than they do women.
Certainly feels like it if you're asking me.
At least from your friends.
Yeah.
Well, as 3 non-bachelors, yeah, I don't know. What would you say? Do you notice that trend where guys are always joking about that? Like, when you're taken, right? There's more. What do you say? Imposition put upon you. There's more like. Do you notice that at all, or is that a trope that has like no founding whatsoever?
Like people like approach you more?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Are you approached more often?
I hear that's a thing with married men, with like the wedding ring and stuff.
It's a more noticeable, right? Like,
because it's like you've been vetted by another person, so like they know you're a catch. But like
you're a safe.
They
one.
Want the challenge.
It's kind of a paradox though, because if you cheat on your wife with that person, then you're not a catch.
It's right.
Yeah, I don't really. I don't. Okay, so me personally, to answer the original question, I don't know if it happens too much, but I will say, and I might have told you both this story, but I'm going to tell it again. I did get catcalled a couple weeks back, about a month ago now. Happened to me. It doesn't happen often, so I was. Sure, yeah. That's what I mean. It's hard to answer Sam's question because, like, it never really happened before. It still doesn't. It did happen this one time, but it did happen this one time about a month and a half ago, where I was walking. I was heading to Curaleaf. I was walking through the parking lot toward the door, and I just hear. I can't whistle, but it's the classic. Thank you. So I hear that, and I tell you what, guys. I made an executive decision right there. I said, you know what? I'm just going to take it. Because it was just me. Nobody else was in the vicinity walking around. It was to me, no doubt.
Yeah.
And I just said, I'm not going to look. I'm going to just keep it. Because, like, what if I turn around, 80%, it's a dude. Or, the other 15, it's an ugly chick. So I'm just like, you know what?
Yeah,
we're just gonna take the compliment and be like, "This is a good day." And I didn't look. I never
laser forward. You throw a thumbs up in the air.
Yeah, I should have gave the old fucking, but I didn't. I just act like I didn't hear it. But I told that actually.
I'll piggyback off that. That kind of happened to us the other night, but we were both dressed up in suits, to be fair.
Right, you were at a gala. Yeah, I was in my gym
we were
shorts.
coming home from our apartment from this, this chamber thing, this gala event, and we were both wearing suits, and we did get the... And I just, I shouted right back at you. Not even looking at who it was.
Right back at
so.
you.
It's better that way. It's better that way.
I don't think I've ever been catcalled in America.
Yeah, that's it. That's the first time. Yeah. I think we should
now not in America. Now you other countries, these have other standards. You were in what was
I don't really count Malawi because
Malawi.
They will just men and women would shout.
You're tall, you're white. You're exotic.
Yeah, it's like
they could get us out of here.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I stood out so people would it wasn't really catcalling. It was just like, hey brother, stuff like that.
this one time I was walking back from like a gas station near one of my library stops, and it was the first time. It was like first week I worked at the library. First time I was in this town called Grampian, Pennsylvania, and this fucking car pulls up to me as I'm walking. It's a guy driving, but it's a woman at the passenger seat, and she's just being like, "You should come, like, you're cute." Like, oh my god, she just complimented me like, I don't even know what that is. If that's catcalling, yeah. And her boyfriend's just like sitting there next, like laughing. Yeah, I was like, actually, I'm at work. I gotta go.
They're propositioning you for an MFM threesome.
It was so weird, and that's the first
was.
Time anything like that ever happened to me. My boss was working with me at the time, so I got back to the van and I was like,
have like a pineapple
something crazy
sticker
just
somewhere
happened
on their vehicle.
I didn't look. It was a shitty vehicle, and it's a shitty town. No offense. I like it, but it's a shithole. Weird. But those are the 2 times. And see, after that, I was like, I'll just take the whistle. I won't look. Like, let's not ruin it. Let's just take it for what it is.
Right.
So maybe.
Do you remember when my cousin came over and we were like hanging out in our basement? This was like, I think this was like COVID time. It was like after I got back from the Peace Corps.
Absolutely.
And
I recall
his girl that he was trying to hit up, like, dumped him to go with her ex-boyfriend to a Trump rally. And he came over and was like, man, fuck women. Like, they're just going to be holes for me now. Like, ooh, I'm not going to give a single shit about them anymore. And both of us, we were like, oh.
That's where you take that hard swerve
like, what happened,
to the right. Like, who hurt you, right? You're wounded. I see this. I can see the hurt in you, but
this is not the answer.
This isn't the right path to go down. I'm glad that we were there for him at the time, because if he was with some of his frat bros, I think he would have went down a very different path.
Sure. And you know what? He seemed like a nice guy. You know, he's a nice guy. It seemed like an Anakin Skywalker situation, just real.
Well, and he got married recently.
Well, that's good. So everything worked out.
Yeah. To a nice girl. So yeah, I think
maybe she can change
he was in the right place at the right time for that, because we were 2 older men that weren't gonna be like, yeah, you need to just hate women now your whole life. We were just like, no, it's just that girl sucked. Like, you'll find a different one. And he did.
Yeah. Interesting to see how easy it is to take somebody who's in that mindset, and you can just kind of steer them, toward this direction, and you adopt them into those man spheres.
Yeah, Andrew Tate types dudes, like, they just take these young men who are in like these vulnerable situations and just steer them down the wrong path, so they'll like listen to them and buy their shit. Yeah, we're not going to do that.
As fellow podcasters, I think it's part of our job to help undo the damage of that, right?
Yeah, I was just this is just leading up that we're gonna release a nerd shit dating guide that you guys should subscribe to.
Because if you should listen to anybody about dating, it is us.
It's us. Yeah,
we'll teach you the right way.
$200 a month, very cheap for the advice you're getting.
Hey, you're talking to 3 non-bachelors. I mean, there must be something
non-bachelors. To it. I have a child. I'm so successful at this.
That's right. More successful than me at that.
And I'll even jump off of that.
I haven't.
Oh,
I think it's interesting.
Jump off
the movies that we've chosen to pick. I think personally have very feminist forward themes.
Ooh. A little spoiler of what's to come down the road of this episode. Mm-hmm. This is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to talk about these movies. But we have to, because there is an order with this show, and we have to start with our first segment, because I think we nailed the intro, right, Braden?
Hell yeah. We always do.
We gave him a whole episode in 15 minutes there. Good night. See you later.
Talk about nerd shit.
But we do
dating women. That's the opposite of nerd shit.
Yeah, this was a very it's just us talking about getting hit on.
Yeah.
And people wanting our advice. It was a continuation of us being like, man, we're good looking, man.
Right.
Who wouldn't want to date us?
People just listen to us jerk each other off for 16 minutes. So let's move on to new nerd shit. I figured, Braden, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe you start with a new nerd shit thing, and we'll go from there.
Sure. I'll start with a new nerd shit.
Sure, he says.
Sure, I will. All right, let's see. New nerd shit. So I started the Batman Unburied series podcast.
Oh, excellent.
Today, actually. I started it today.
Where did you hear about that?
You.
Yeah! I'm so pumped.
Yeah.
I'm glad you finally listened to it.
I would never have guessed that.
It was
I
in
remember
back
the
of my mind for
episode.
the longest time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's a
but like
throwback.
I have a long drive, like long commute to work in
Mm-hmm.
the morning and evening. So like I put it on because like I'm tired of listening to the same playlists every day. And
I hear
it's
you
great
there,
so
man.
far.
I hear you there. To the shitters, and I guess Sam too. And for who haven't heard me talk about it, tell everybody what it is. What is Batman Unburied?
So Batman Unburied. I'll just give like a general rundown. I made it to episode 3, but like by that time there's spoilers
of the first
and
season
stuff.
of it.
Of the first season of it.
Okay,
yeah. So
okay.
I'm just gonna talk about like the intro of the first episode.
I think
to not spoiler. But it starts off, it's takes the perspective of Bruce Wayne. He has this sultry, wonderful voice that I love listening to. The voice acting is superb. But it follows him. He's Dr. Bruce Wayne, a forensic forensic pathologist, I think his job title is.
Yeah, he's some sort of doctor.
He's a doctor. His job is to he does autopsies for the police and for like murders and stuff, and like tries to figure out. He's kind of like Bones. If you ever seen the series Bones, like that job.
Batman Unburied Bones.
Batman Unburied, but he's not Batman in this. He is just this mortuary guy, but there's a serial killer on the loose that is taking like organs from people. He's killed 5 people so far, and he's taken a different organ from each one, and he's trying to solve this case. And yeah, he's not Batman in this one. His parents are alive. And you're kind of thinking like, well, this is just like a regular murder. This isn't Batman. This is just like
you're like this.
What
multiverse of Batman storytelling are we talking about here?
Right, because like if you take out the fact that they're like in Gotham and that this character's name is Bruce Wayne, there's like no like he doesn't do crime fighting or anything. Like he's a forensic pathologist. But there's like little hints throughout the first and second episode that like things aren't quite what they seem. Because like he randomly knows how to do certain things that like he's not really sure how he knows how to do. Like he knows how to pick locks, which like someone said like, where'd you learn how to pick locks? And he's like, I must have read it in a book. And every once in a while, like some things will happen. Like his mother was talking to him and she had a pearl necklace and like her pearl necklace broke. And like that caused him to have like this weird flashback where you hear like bats and stuff happening. So you're like, oh, there is something bad.
The sound effects in this audio drama is fucking unreal. It's so good.
Superb. Almost to a fault to where like it gets like gross a few times because like the guy is like it follows a serial killer and like there's like you hear like
mutilates people.
Yeah, you hear like recordings of this serial killer doing stuff and he's like messing with their organs and shit. And like you hear like the squelching. And it's like very vivid. Like it leaves a lot to your imagination, or I should say, like it helps your imagination a lot of like what's going on. Like you feel like you can picture it all. But yeah, so like something's not quite what it seems. Like where's this going? Like is this an alternate universe? Is he in some kind of like trap from a Gotham villain? Because there's several different Gotham villains that have been known to like manipulate with people's minds. We don't know. So like we're still trying to find out, and then like as the series goes on,
dude,
you'll see where that leads. But it's very interesting,
awesome. Like you're 3 episodes in.
Yeah,
just wait, man. It never stops being good, and then it just ends, and you're like, fuck, that was good.
Yeah, it just hooks you. Like I haven't been hooked by like a good murder mystery in a long time, and it just like drew me in. Where I was like, okay, let's figure out what's going on.
Yeah, like you said, like you could almost. I mean, it becomes more Batman as it goes, but like the premise alone, you could just make it a really good serial killer story with a guy named like that, Bruce Wayne.
I was satisfied with when he was just being a forensic pathologist. Like that was interesting.
I will say this. It's very interesting as it goes on how it introduces because there are several Batman villains that like make an
Yeah,
appearance throughout
it gets more bad. I would say
It's fucking good, man.
Slight spoilers, but by episode 3, you start to see more of the Batman elements come into it. Where it's like episode 1 and 2 is more so like what's going on, and then you start to see some of the Batman elements peek out with it.
There's so many questions I want to ask, but I don't know if you got that far yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want to ask anything.
But the voice acting is superb. They have a bunch of voice actors. John Rhys Davies is one of the voice actors. There's a few names.
Yeah, that dude,
there, like,
M'Baku from the Marvel movies, from Black Panther. He voices Bruce Wayne. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, he's superb. I love his voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like
all the voices.
The voice acting is like so out. Like it feels like real people.
You know what I love about it even more is that Batman, throughout all of Batman's like creation. I mean, I'm sure they've done audio dramas before, but for the most part, it's all visual. Like Batman started as a comic, then movies, then cartoons. You've always seen. So like to just make your mind hear Batman and like the effects and like you visualize it yourself. What an experience with Batman that I didn't know I fucking desperately needed in my life.
It gets to, and like Bruce Wayne's voice, like I forget the actor who plays him, M'Baku.
Call him M'Baku.
But yeah, his voice is great. Like it's almost ASMR in terms. One of the things I love about like the forensic pathologist part is he has this quirk that they call it, where he empathizes with the victims. Where like as he's doing the autopsies, he'll talk in the first person as if he's the victim. So he's like, what did he do to us? Like he washed our feet. Like he killed us. Does he love us? Like what? Like trying to figure out, like not trying to get into the killer's mind. He's trying to get into the victim's mind. And it's like, yeah, that's like, it's just like a cool thing that I haven't really like seen much of before. Like a nice little twist. And like, it has like the other like classic tropes of a murder mystery, like / detective story. Like it has all of that. So if like you're a big fan of that genre, like you're going to get all of that.
And I will say throughout it too, that it is a very appetizing meal of a 8 episodes. I think it's 8 episodes long, maybe 9 podcast episodes. Just like,
I love the Batman media that like refocuses in on that he's the world's greatest detective. Like I feel like in a lot of pop culture media with Batman, people forget that element about him, but that's like one of the most important parts of his characters in the comic, is that he's like the world's greatest detective. Like he's Sherlock Holmes, but he can also kick ass.
Yeah. And that's why it's almost like, oh yeah, an audio drama is actually perfect for this.
It's great. Yeah.
We can hone in on the detective stuff because that's what people want when they're reading or listening to something.
Yeah, so I plan on listening to it on my trips to, to and fro work.
Yeah.
I would show Kaylee it, but she might be grossed out by some of the...
You gotta take the leap and see...
organ stuff, yeah, but...
So I remember they did there's like a little, like a season 1.5 where it's just like the Riddler. It's a story just involving his character. And then there's a season 2 that came out that I've been meaning. I haven't listened to either of those, so I really have been. I mean, I told you guys about that quite a while ago, so I've been putting it off. But I can't wait to. It's that good that it's one of those things that you want to jump in the next season of it as soon as possible.
Right.
I just sat in a parking lot and stared at trees as I watched like the first 2 episodes, and it worked.
You listen.
It's good. It's a good way to like.
You notice how you still want to say watched when you talk about podcasts.
Yeah. It's probably
they do such a good job. I feel like I'm watching it.
Wrong verb, I guess, but
story.
Batman media going strong and can't get enough of it. And when it's that good, I love it.
But yeah, so that's my first new nerd shit. I don't want to say much on it.
As the only man in this sandwich that hasn't listened to it, that's something to think about.
Yeah.
It is something to think about.
If you like Batman and you like audiobooks,
if you like
/ series,
ASMR,
that's there too. Yeah.
Very
Cool.
good.
Yeah.
Very
Good. That gets me excited, Braden. I'm so glad that you actually.
Yeah, I figured you'd be
Something you can
pumped
do
about
and
that.
keep your hands and eyes free, right? That's what podcasts are really good for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Basically.
Makes the drive go by quicker.
I mean, that's why I listen to so many audiobooks, and I mean, I've read so many goddamn books this year, but it's because I can listen to it sometimes. So yeah, audiobooks are great. Audio dramas are great. Batman is great. I feel great that you took a recommendation of mine and are having a fun time.
Yeah. Which I always do.
Yes, that's
I
fair.
take I've taken a lot more of your recommendations than you have of mine, but to be fair, I think I like more things than you do.
I think I've
Or,
tried
you
some more of
certainly
your
recommend more
recommendations
things.
Or else
without telling you about it.
or I would say
More
I would
often.
say I like more of the things that you like, but you like less of the specific things that I like because I have like niches.
Yeah, a lot of your things I would want to try, but I just don't have the time to try them.
Cast a wide net.
Like the forest, that sounds awesome. I'd love to play
Yeah.
that. That
Forest
sounds
is
fucking
good.
awesome. That's
You ever played the
that,
Forest, Sam?
Yeah. Well, I
This-
actually I did back probably during an early development phase, and I don't know if I still have it in my Steam list or not. I had been connected to an old account.
Yeah.
But
I played it
Sounds
with my
fun.
best. I played it with my best friend Dylan Orchid.
He did. Mhm.
It's my best bro.
He
have
played
they
with
have
his
they
best
announced
bro,
best
Dylan.
best? Whoa, wait, I'm
Dylan. Ooh.
Dylan.
He's cool.
He's a cool
I'm
dude. If
detecting
he's
a
listening,
little
I'll
bit
shout
of
him out.
tension.
I doubt he's listening, but
Well, he can't
It's-
be
no,
that
it's-
cool then if he's not listening to this show.
That's true. That's true. That is true. He's not that cool. Dylan. You
It's
and Braden
alright.
play the forest and other
Ugh,
things together. But that's that space game you showed me too. That was sick. But I just
Which one?
The the one where you fucking fly around in a spaceship and shoot people.
No Man's
and go
Sky?
to No, the one you were playing that you talked about the last time you were on the show.
the same idea.
Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous. Yes, that
Yes,
I
I
looked
haven't
into
played
that
that. I
for
want to get
quite a
back.
bit.
I want to get back
After you
into
showed
that,
me
too.
yours. But I don't know. I guess I'm always on my own little track with some games, and then to throw in like these big open world. I'd like to play the Forest, but I just don't have time to play multiplayer in the evenings.
Yeah, I mean, the Forest is a game that you can play by yourself, but like
Yeah, it seems like it
more
would be
fun.
more fun with friends.
It's
yeah.
more fun with someone else.
It's
Yeah,
like Minecraft.
and less hard because
it's more
you
fun
have someone else
with
to
friends.
fight. Yeah, exactly. Like that, like Minecraft.
I don't really play Minecraft either.
That's right. You're not in Minecraft.
It
dude.
also doesn't help that a lot of like we share passions.
We'll set up
but
a server. We'll set up a
also-
server and we'll get you in it. How about that?
Me?
We'll get you started there, Chasey. Don't you worry.
I mean, I can try. Pokemon
We
comes
gotta
out
have a
on
handsome,
Thursday, so I'll be
handsome
playing
boys
that.
server.
A handsome boys server. Wow, it does
handsome
sound
boys
fun.
only.
Handsome boys with great hair.
Yep,
Ugh.
that's the idea. We'll get it started.
Sam, what's your new nerd shit, Sam?
My new
Before we
shit.
all
See,
jizz all over this thing from jerking each other off so much.
I had a feeling you were gonna ask.
Mhm.
We actually
You
had we went out to hang out with some friends last night, and we had our second session of our D&D game. We are playing in person tabletop.
Nice.
Yes. And the campaign our friend Becca is running is Curse of Strahd. So if you know that, that's what it is. It's still fairly new to me, but we're doing a bit of a remix element where it's all based, instead of gothic horror, it's very 80s retro slasher horror. And so it's going to be a lot of inspiration taken from various movies of the time. And yeah, we've already fought off a car of 4 werewolf rock stars in high speed convertible combat.
That sounds sick. What are
We
your
won.
abilities?
We won.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I still play as a bard. I'm playing as a cheerleader though.
Is
so,
this
yeah.
What is her name again?
Ruby Tuesday.
Ruby Tuesday. Nice.
Yes.
Ruby
Love
Tuesday.
Yep, I'm dating.
That's
I'm dating the jock who has just turned into an orc. Yeah, so
Isn't that how it always
we're
goes?
gonna see see where it goes. But it's been very fun so far and good to. We had another game going, or I had another game going online, but we sort of had to postpone that, and the way people people's lives, man.
That is the thing about D&D. You can put a pin in it. And,
yeah. So we're trying to keep a regular schedule at least once a month with this,
Yep.
and
yeah,
so far it's been very, very fun. And the vehicle
It's
combat,
always
and adding all that type of
that's cool when you have a group that's consistent.
Sam.
Okay, to be honest, now that he's gone, I couldn't hear anything. No, I couldn't hear anything.
You couldn't hear anything?
I knew you were talking shit.
There he is.
Like
I knew you were talking shit.
Yeah, your audio was coming in like you sounded like a robot that was asking for help. Like,
oh jeez.
I just got to be careful about kicking my feet up. I kick these cables.
Oh yeah.
But so yeah, that's
probably because
that's what I got. Cool. That's my new shit.
No, Sam, that's great. I mean, it's cool that you bring on Dungeons and Dragons when just a couple weeks back, you and I shot that episode of the cooking show with Dungeons and Dragons.
We did cross promo.
We did. We had some fun. That's coming up on the YouTube channel. I am gonna try to get it up by November. So Sam and I made a. Let's toot our own horn because I don't know if we recorded enough of us tooting our own
big
horn.
pot of chili.
We made some damn good chili. Some damn good halfling style chili. So we did the first episode and we did it Dungeons and Dragons themed. So we made a couple different Dungeons and Dragons meals. And we had a pretty good time. We rolled some dice. We made it fun.
Oh, cool. That sounds awesome.
I took a bite of a jalapeno pepper.
Sam took a bite of a jalapeno.
If you want to see that, go watch the video.
I'll have to check it out. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. No, it's not up yet. I'm still. I have a lot of work to do. But I'm working on it.
Will that go up before or after this?
It'll go up after this. This will come out on Thursday. This Thursday. I will hopefully have ours done latest Thanksgiving, earliest beginning of November, because I'm learning what I'm doing while I'm doing it. You know what I mean? And I'm just getting done trimming it to where I like it. Now I got to add the effects, add some, shit. I want to get it to at least a half an hour, or like right now I've cut it to about 40 something minutes. So
you took a lot of raw footage. So
yes. I mean, I was very pleased with the footage. The audio is going to be the hard part because like none of our mics picked us up great, but I'll get it. There's just a lot to do. But
since we
subtitle captions,
since we mentioned a D&D, did you know that I am one of the teachers in charge of D&D club at my school now?
Yo,
I could tell by looking at you.
Yeah, it's me and two other male teachers.
If you told me your school has a D&D club, I would have probably guessed.
Yeah, it's kind of like, that tracks. And when it's fun, it's me, one of the other English teachers who's like around my age, and then the social studies teacher who's like 37, old as fuck. No.
Young.
Yeah, but no, it's fun. The social studies teacher plays for one of our students who has trouble communicating, kind of like semi not nonverbal because she says words, but like none of the words make sense in the context. Like she'll say random things. Mm-hmm. And then so he like plays for her. The other English teacher, Eddie, he does like the maps and like the stat rolls and stuff, and then I'm like the DM storyteller. But yeah, so it's fun. I have we have a school AI that they got a license for, so I just like I pull up
a little
the
robot
AI.
that walks around your school.
Yeah,
hello,
and
everyone.
I just like I tell them
It's
like
a smart
some
school.
scenarios, and I'm like, we're doing D&D club. Like, what? Give us some scenarios, and it'll like give me a bunch of options. So like, it's cool. It's cool because it's like randomized in that fact. With like, if characters do something, I can just say they did this. What happens now, and it'll like give me like several different options, and then I can choose from those of like where I want the story to go. So it's like pretty, streamlined in that sense, and we put together a pretty decent first like homebrew story.
Keeping it family friendly too, I imagine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. One of the kids wanted to make their character an alcoholic, and we're like, I don't think you can make your character an alcoholic. And so he's like, well, what if I'm a grape juice addict? And we're like, sure. And so he's addicted to grape juice.
Does he get like fucked up off of grape juice? Like if he drinks it, he's drunk.
Oh, he gets like a sugar high. Yeah.
Maybe you guys should check his. Maybe make sure it's grape. I'm just saying, from working with kids in the past, they do like to be sneaky. So
yeah, his character like wandered off into the woods before the big boss battle and like was gone for like the big boss battle because he's like, yeah, that's what my character did. He's on a grape juice binge right now, so he's just like not there. Yeah,
damn.
But yeah, that's how it be sometimes.
That's
oh shit, we're about to lose Sam.
No.
I don't know. I heard the this time, but he's still here, so never mind. We're good.
A little laggy internet connection, maybe, but
happens.
But yeah, that's just to add on to the D&D stuff. That's
a little D&D
also something we've been doing.
All three.
Is anybody gonna ask this guy what his new nerd shit is?
Chaz? What's your new nerd shit? You haven't spoken.
Yeah, go on, tell us, buddy,
about your new nerd shit.
Sam, I had no idea who you were pointing to. I was like, who is he talking to?
This guy.
I don't know. You were pointing at Braden on my screen.
This guy.
So I was like, is somebody sitting next to him? Okay. You want to know my new nerd shit?
No.
Okay. And then I just close it. I end the whole call. Take that.
Game over.
I got some new nerd shit, and I wasn't sure. I had something I was gonna talk about tonight, and then I changed it because I didn't put enough.
Can I take a
into
guess?
It. You can take a guess at what
I'm talking. Are the initials of one of the new nerd shit SS?
SS?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Then that's not what I thought it was going to be.
What did you think it was going to be?
Silk Song.
No. I have talked about that, but I've been playing it. But I still got to beat it.
Yeah.
But it's not that. I was going to say, I don't think you could guess, Braden. I don't think you could guess. Because until yesterday, when this became a new nerd shit in my life, I couldn't even have guessed it. But it happened. So let me give you a little context. Ooh, Sam, you just got crystal clear. And then it went away. But I went to Walmart yesterday. I had to pick a couple things up. I had to get my mom a birthday card, grab a couple things. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to go to the book section, and I'm going to pick up and see if they have one of the mangas that I collect. Hey, Sora, listen, it's not what it looks like. These aren't two other handsome men, I swear.
Hey, Sora.
Hey,
it's your Uncle Brad.
Get out of here. His Uncle Brad's at his house in St. Mary's. So I went to Walmart. I went to the book section. They didn't have any of my books. I was like, I guess I just have to get stuff for other people while I'm here. Nothing for me. And then I thought to myself, ooh, I should buy a pack of cards. Like, I bought a couple packs of Yu-Gi-Oh cards a few weeks ago. I got into Yu-Gi-Oh a bit, and I'm always down to buy some Pokemon cards. So I was like, I'll go look at the cards, maybe buy a pack of cards. And I'm looking, a small part of me's thinking they got that new Spider-Man Magic the Gathering set. My one coworker actually bought me a pack of those. They're fucking awesome. Looking for those. I'm not seeing those. And I'm telling you, I look at the trading cards. I see some cards that I recognize. I haven't got into them. I'm keeping you in the dark, aren't I?
You are.
Very much so.
I bought 2 packs of the Piece TCG cards. And within opening my first 2 packs, I became an addict. pretty quick. So I opened my first pack. Okay. I don't know anything about the rarity of these cards at all, but I can tell just by looking at this one that it's probably a really good one. I've been watching a lot of videos, found out that it is one of the really good ones. So my first pool got me like fucking heroin. I got this.
That's how they hook you.
It's this jewelry Bonnie from like the latest pack set.
Nice.
And she's like a secret rare. Look at these cards. They're fucking awesome looking. So like the artwork alone, you're guaranteed 2 like hollow cards in a pack no matter what. I pulled some cool cards in that first pack, and then on my drive home, I'm like, I'm gonna bust out one of my old binders. I'm gonna start like these are the cards. These are the cards I want. And all day yesterday, I'm thinking I want to go back to Walmart
leading up to these ones
and buy a couple more packs of these. And I'm like, I can't. We're doing this. We get home. We were in Kersey, but we got back here to Clearfield, and Miranda needed some medicine. So I'm like, I'll probably go see if there's any cards like at the Clearfield Walmart. So I go, and they have no boot. Dude, these packs sell out like crazy. I get the medicine too. But there's a starter deck, and typically for me, I'm like, I don't really like playing the starter deck game, but like I don't have any cards, so why not? So I bought a starter deck. You know, nice cards in that too. Most of them were duplicates. So like I got another scratch, I got another hit, and I was like, not enough. I'm on the internet all last night. I'm looking on websites like where I can get packs, card stores in town. I'm in deep. I don't even have that many cards. I wake up at 6:00 in the morning and I have a mission, and I say, the DuBois Walmart is 25 minutes from here. I am gonna go to Walmart in DuBois and see if they have any. And I go and I fucking make a beeline. Like I said, all the booster packs are fucking sold out, but they had these 2, like, it had 4 packs in a box, and then you got like 2 ultra rare like cards that you just got for buying it for $22. So I bought 2 of them. And I was like, that's not a bad deal because they're $5 a pack anyways. You're spending 20. Right. So I got 8 more packs. So I then filled up this binder with these fucking cards. Oh yeah, let me also show you this. I stole a binder that I used from my youth. So this is what we got. This is what they're in. They are in my Chase's Dragon Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Metabot cards.
Oh my god.
And more. With artwork.
Wow.
Don't you ever take isopropyl alcohol to that.
No, I couldn't.
Don't you ever take the rubbing alcohol to that. That is
we're talking. This is an original.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't buy it like this. I couldn't be so lucky.
Well, personalized with his name and everything, 2000s. You know, that's
yeah.
That's impressive.
And it assumed, you know, it started as just these Dragon Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but then it assumed like, yeah, you probably put some Metabot cards in there as well. And you know what? Maybe more. So I felt like I was still sticking with the and more.
You had all your bases covered.
I got all those other cards out of there. There weren't that many anyways. I didn't ever really use these when I was a kid.
Yes, this is under the and more section, but
and I've added this to my and more, and I pretty much loaded this thing up. Now I don't know much about the like card game and how it works. I sort of read. I don't know if I'm really into playing the battling. I just think the artwork on some of these cards are worth getting into and collecting.
Would say.
I mean, look at this fucking Katakuri. Like, and some of it, like you can feel like there's texture on, and
for sure that's how I collected cards when I was young. You know, I did not understand Pokemon, the gameplay. I did not understand energy cards and trainer cards and all that other bullshit, and I still really don't. And but I'll collect it because I think the artwork's neat.
I had like 2 binders full of Pokemon cards. I've literally never played a game of Pokemon cards in my life.
I have played the card game, but like mostly even when I was a kid and I played the card game, it was almost never. It was mostly for the collecting of the cards. The most Pokemon trading card game I've played is the Game Boy game where you play the Pokemon trading card game.
You think about how much that market has really gotten into that. I mean, it's the trading cards specifically, but it's part of the blind box culture, and it's part of that. You know, any random poll, you know, they do it, you know, because it's successful, right? You know, it's like
and it's exciting.
Gambling. It's exciting, and you get that
It is
dopamine
exciting.
rush, right?
Mhm.
But it's crazy to see kind of how that market has, kind of really
Dopamine it
branched.
hell of a drug, because for me, like, I went from yesterday morning no interest in owning these cards at all to I have spent somewhere around $60 or $70 already.
Sure.
And I'm
sure.
gonna be spending more the first chance I get, as soon as I find
creating
more
the
packs.
demand.
I just
Certainly.
think they're so cool,
That's how
and
it
they
works.
just make
It has
me feel
value
good.
because people say it does.
Yeah. And like I said, I bought some Yu-Gi-Oh cards a few weeks back, and like new Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like I was so excited to buy them, and then I bought them, I opened them, and I was just like, I don't know anything about these cards. Like, I feel nothing. I don't know what's good. And like, there's Pokemon cards, I can, I pick them up every once in a while. But like One Piece, like, I know the One Piece characters, and like the cards, there's so many. Like, there are stage cards, which are just like areas in the manga, but then there's also just these event cards, which I guess are like the spell cards, but like they're just like manga panels, like colored in and like decorated, and like it has some sort of effect. And it's all stuff like there's cards that like that jewelry Bonnie that I just showed. Like, there's a version of that card where it's her manga panels of like all her big moments in the manga are behind her. The design is just so outstanding for these cards, and I can see why they only came out a few years ago, but like they are storming and like sold out everywhere. Hard to get, but I mean,
craziness,
dude. I didn't take this binder with me to work today, but I wanted to look at them all day. I mean, I wanted to look at them.
Your true
all
jewels.
day. I mean, Brayden, as a One Piece fan, tell me this law card isn't just dope, and it's shiny, and
it's great,
dude. And this
It's
isn't
funny
even
'cause
one
your
of the really good ones.
It's funny
Is
because your
the camera quality shit for you
your
too?
camera quality, yeah, is complete shit. So I'm just seeing like blurry, like a blurry,
Just a blue card.
Amazing, man.
The good thing is I can see me on my camera, and I know that's how it's like recording on.
Yeah.
So the best.
You'll never believe what I pulled in my Happy Meal the other day, y'all.
Yeah. Well, this recording does tell me that it looks better.
Yeah.
Than what you see,
which it usually does.
Yeah.
So if we weren't handsome enough, fuck, we're gonna be real good.
Well, you say
take
you got
my
a bunch
word
of
for
duplicates.
it. They're nice. I did get a bunch. I do have a lot of duplicates. So if anybody wants any cards,
get this guy started with his.
It's a good thing we don't have a face for radio. We have a face for television.
That's true. That's true.
Said that
that's
about
why.
my uncle.
That's why we had to start giving the show a video. We were stealing from people. We weren't giving them our best product, which is us. So yeah, that's the new nurse shit. I'm gonna spend probably a lot more money on this. I'm gonna be looking to get into some card stores in the next few days. Sam, I feel like by the time you come to my place, I will have a lot of. I'll have spent way too much money on this hobby. Yeah. But yeah, that's my new nerd shit. I will off the cuff tell you that my plan, I'll cut this from the episode because I still am going to talk about it eventually, but like I wanted to talk 80s too, but I had to talk
like
about
the decade.
One Piece. Excuse me?
Like the decade?
Hades too?
Hades too. I thought you said I wanted to talk about the 80s too.
Keep it.
That's what I heard.
Fine.
I just thought the three of us who've never been there should talk about it.
Yeah, we don't talk about the 80s enough.
No. Well, now I might leave it because that was funny.
No, I need to actually. Yeah, is that
I started
it too?
It's for Switch 1 as well. Switch 1, Switch 2, and Steam. And on
I'll
Steam.
probably just get on Switch 1 then, because as you know, I beat Hades 1.
Yeah. I figured you may be all over. Yeah, I know.
Like
I
know that
beat
was
it.
possible.
Yeah. I got to like the end ending. Yeah.
I thought it was one of those never-ending loop games.
It is, but if you keep going long enough, you can get to like the last ending, which is like there's nothing else after this.
Sisyphusian.
Yeah.
I'm liking Hades 2 so far. That's all I'm going to say. But I like
the 80s too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
I remember
good music in
that show on VH1. I love the 80s.
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah.
Do you gentlemen mind if I go grab a piss and another drink before we get into our main segment?
You're going to grab some piss? Wash
I'm
your
gonna
hands.
grab it right out of the
You
toilet.
fucking psychopath.
I'll do the same thing. I'll grab Sam's piss.
You're gonna grab
Thank you,
Sam's
Braden.
piss? Oh
Thank you,
boy.
Braden.
So it's just me alone with the shitters?
Entertain him for a minute. You
This
can
is
do it.
nerd shit. I'm scared.
You
of
built this
people.
brand.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. My fridge was like right there.
Oh shit, I'm not alone. Braden. Who got in touch with us for this week's sponsor? Did you see?
Yeah, it was Domino's.
Domino's. They got a hold of us.
Domino's, eat fresh.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah,
30 minutes or less. 30 minutes or less.
It's brought to you by Domino's. Hey, remember when Domino's had that whole campaign where they're like, actually, our pizza sucks ass. Like, it's fucking shitty. Like, we're wrong. And so we're going to make better pizza now.
Yeah, I do remember
that?
Yes.
It worked on me. I don't think they actually changed anything. I think that was just a marketing thing. But for a time there, I was just like, yeah, Domino's is better than it used to be. And it was getting worse. But now I just think it's the same.
I mean, I know a Domino's slice of pizza the second I look at it, for the most part. But the millisecond it hits my mouth, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Domino's.
It's Domino's. Yeah, it's reliable. Like, it's all reliable. Like,
yeah, I love Domino's.
It's never
not
bad.
just because they sponsored this episode. It's because I love. And it's cheap.
Domino's is great.
They got great deals. Great deals. That 2 medium, 2 toppings for $5.99 each. I don't know if they still do that, but they used to do that, and I love when they do that.
Yeah, it's great.
So,
everyone should get Domino's.
Domino's pizza. Eat
What
fresh. We were just doing our ad spot.
The official pizza of nerd shit in the dark.
Officially, huh?
What else would be? Am I right?
I prefer Pizza Hut.
Okay, moving on.
All right, real talk. I have a segue question.
You have a segue question?
We're all 3 cat owners, also, as well as being handsome and non-bachelors.
Pussy magnets, as they call
it. How willing would your cats be to go along with you in an escape pod if you were trying to escape a blowing up ship? That was
not at all.
And you had an alien chasing you.
They would absolutely slit my throat and dig their claws straight in my chest.
Might be able to get Rusty. That's a big might. Smeagol, no way. He's done. He's here. He's not.
My cats don't like.
Might be the only one.
We tried to get him out of the house, but the fireworks, and we couldn't do it. So
yeah, they would attack me.
Probably die in the process. Might be able to get Rusty out. Not looking good.
Ripley was a real one for that. Let's just throw that one out there.
For real.
Spoilers if you haven't seen.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, the title feature. Oh my god!
Question.
Oh my god! I forgot to introduce the title feature.
Yeah.
Can I introduce the title feature?
You sure fucking can.
We're talking about Alien and Aliens.
And Aliens, yes.
Both.
Alien and Aliens, yep.
If you didn't pick it up before,
do you think they're real?
Now. Dun, dun, dun,
we did a double header today in preparation, but we have also been watching the Alien Earth show.
So yes, each of us have kind of started it.
I've seen at least the first 2 episodes. I think I started the 3rd episode, but I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
I think I'm in that same boat.
Yeah. I'll say this. The first 2 episodes really grip you, and then it does kind of slow down story-wise pacing just a little bit. I think the characters are very interesting. I don't want to give too many spoilers out, but I like anything that has an element of what is humanism, right?
Right. I like that. I like that setup.
Person. Can you take all of a person's memories, and if it's literally nothing but their consciousness, and are you more than just a glorified like scrapbook at that point, right? Like, can you still have that feeling?
Are
and
you
that
still
emotion
you?
That drives a person. Yeah, what drives a person? So I love any story like that, and I think definitely the series is doing it. I think very well so far, but again, I'm only halfway through. But I also think that the second movie brought up more of those themes than were present in the first Alien film also.
Definitely. I forced Kaylee to watch the second movie with me.
Mm.
To her
This
great
was my first time
reluctance.
ever seeing it.
Really?
Yes.
This was
That's
my
awesome.
first time
That's
seeing
good.
it the whole way through, like actually
Oh,
sitting it.
good.
Like it used to be on TNT all the time, but I like would just catch it, you know?
This is my second viewing of Aliens. Probably my third viewing of Alien.
Okay. Yeah.
But the first time I saw Aliens was in the Peace Corps. It was on someone's hard drive that I scraped from them and watched it.
So you felt very much like one of those Marines that was being shipped down to the planet. Like can I say, if we're just gonna draw comparisons between the two real quick, like I thought in the second one, those pods that they were sleeping in looked a lot more industrial, and it felt more like they were in like a locker room. You know, where the first one, it's like these beautiful eggs that open up, you know, and it's like this, like, very, like, oh, this moment, you know, and it feels like,
yeah,
you know, well,
50 years
like,
on, industrialism
right?
takes over.
50 years, yeah, things have been more shitified by corporations, so like space travel is probably
they're literally
we're just gonna slap whatever we can get in there,
gentrifying another planet in the second one,
it's
which leads to their demise. Right? But
yeah,
we'll get to that. The evolution between these two movies, I think, is what I'm interested in talking about the most as we get to the second one. But just talking strictly Alien, this was the first time I'd watched it in a very long time. Like once again on TNT all the time. This is one I know I've sat and watched through though before, but it's just been a while.
It's one of those movies
so it was
that
cool
I think,
to watch
like,
it again.
It's good to revisit every once in a while.
Great movie. I really I watched it even kind of just half listening to it this time around, working on projects. I was like, man, they really like this. There's solid. A lot of themes here, I think, that are at play, you know, between like you know, us and our species, humans, kind of like outreaching beyond our scope. But also like, the survival instinct of other species and how they evolve alongside of us. And the way that, they parasitize, you know, but it's also like, hey, we all do what we got to get by, right? Like,
right.
Kind of feels like the end message of it. But, that scene where they're crawling down into the bottom of the ship with the eggs, it's so gross.
The whole movie through, like, it just... Some of the best movies in history take a minute before they lock you in. This movie locks you in like almost immediately. I wasn't really doing anything else that day. So I just, like, my dad was watching Sora and I was just like, I gotta watch this. Let's go. And it hooked me pretty fucking quick. I had a really good time. It is suspenseful.
I love the opening scene of them all sitting around the table, just like bullshitting, like they woke up from their hyper sleep, but they're kind of just like getting things going. Like it's not like, it's a scene that would be slow, I feel like, in a lesser movie, but because like there's just so much like building going on, like like it's character development. It's like
very interesting because it's like they're in such a unique environment.
You're learning the settings, just like the even just like how it's shot, like the colors, like
it's weird. Like especially the way it's shot is cool because it builds a world. Like you understand this world that this is all taking place in within the confines of this very cramped ship. Like it's mostly cramped all over the place. So it's shot so tight but feels so big.
It's show don't tell, but like they're still having dialogue, but it's not like outright exposition. It feels very natural to what these characters would say, because they're all like it's implied they're all like working class people, pretty much.
They're all employees of this one corporation. And I think their original mission is they're a deep cargo salvage. They're just like a recovery, you know, spaceship type of. I especially like the two like boiler room guys, Harry Dean Stanton's character, and Parker. I love them especially because they're the two who are awake for the entirety of the mission. Also, right? They don't go into hypersleep because they have to keep the ship running. So they kind of are like the lower working class too, and they start arguing about their bonuses.
I forgot how much like they argue over the bonuses. That's like
people who are doing the job that they were supposed to do in the first one, they find her on the ship because they're supposed to like take all their stuff off the ship. They find a real person.
Oh,
That's kind of ironic, right? They find her and they're like, "Oh, we're not going to take all her shit because she's here." Is that weird?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think that is the same kind of ship that they were, but they're like, "Oh, there are people here."
Right.
The colonies.
Yeah.
But yeah, having their characters kind of be that stand-in too is like they are the lower of the working class, even with on the ship, you know. And then so the ranking of the science officers.
Yeah, they're the ones bitching about pay. Yeah,
you should have been on the podcast.
Huh?
You should have been on the podcast.
For real, yeah. Like I can kind of hear these thoughts, but I can't
hear
hear
your
them like
takes.
entirely.
I can hear them.
Oh, you can hear them?
Yeah.
I sort of.
Yeah. What else? What else? Like, and you know, with the whole like the side mission, right? The whole reason they get sidelined in the first one is like, you know, they get the distress signal.
Weird signal. Yeah.
Right.
Doesn't seem
right.
human in origin. As the computer AI woke them up because the company programmed into it that if it receives a signal that appears non-human in origin, that like their protocol is they have to investigate it. So like that takes mission priority over whatever they were to do, because at this point humanity still thinks that they're alone in the universe. Well, they at least haven't found anything yet. So like they're still looking, and like there hasn't been any confirmation of like complex alien life. Like I think they found like life on other planets, but it's been like basic life, but like nothing like intelligent to the point where like they can send signals or have spaceships or anything. And so like that was kind of the thing. So like they all don't really take it seriously at first because it's just like an inconvenience. So just like, oh damn, this is gonna just add time onto our mission. We're not gonna get paid any extra for this, and this is bullshit. So like you empathize with that. It's like, yeah, this is just like some company protocol bullshit.
At a basic level, it's so like simple horror movie theme, just like magnified by the scope of like space and alien planets. Like it's just people pissed off about what they're doing, not taking it seriously, and this thing kills them. Horror movie. I think
it's so cool the way they are just basically slaves to the whim of the corporation, right? Which. And so that's kind of played to an interesting point where you later find out, I mean, the mission directive, as it were, has been changed without their knowledge. And that, you know, that's to bring the organism back. And that, I think, you know, when you realize that.
When that twist happens, it's like,
right. Because they've never had your interest at heart. Right. They've never had your well-being in mind. You are nothing but an expendable resource to them. Same as the ship, you know, the mission was, as soon as they replaced the security officer, Ash, you know, with the synthetic, he's beholden to their mission. So that's, I think too, when you have
what a twist that is when it happens. You're just like, You haven't seen a cyborg android person in the series thus far.
Not to that point, no.
But you also accept like, oh yeah, this is a world where they're not shocked that it's an android. They're kind of
made
pissed.
Sense. Yeah,
they're just and you as a viewer are like,
he's like, oh
yeah, why not?
He's an android.
If they figured out interstellar travel, like androids aren't that far fetched.
Nowhere off. So you just roll with it, and it's just picking people off slowly. Everybody's just in their own little death scene, but it never like fully shows it. Like never fully shows the alien. You know, it does the old fashioned don't show the monster till the end, and they have fun with that because it gets to like grow because it starts as an egg, and you see its little form, its little bigger form, its fucking monster form, like. And then at the end, you finally fucking see it, and you're like, "Holy shit!" It's always
been interesting to me too that it's like it doesn't feel like the face huggers and the aliens are the same species, but they're definitely symbiotic, right? Like they are in a way. And then the second movie kind of explains it, but
it's definitely an odd reproductive process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, they
sexual
are-
Which is
dimorphism.
great because you as a viewer, if you like, imagine, like, we've all seen it before, but imagine watching this movie with it wiped from your brain again, watching it for the first time. It's really fucking good, man. Like,
It is. It has that element too of like, which I think The Thing did in a very good way, with, who's the imposter, like who can we trust and who can we not? Is somebody, acting against us here? Which then, gets like remade into like games like Among Us,
Yeah.
But very much like I think is inspired by that,
Yeah.
There's
trapped in a
something here,
room.
something we can't trust, you know what I mean?
There's nowhere
feeling of
that you can
helplessness.
go, and there's someone in here, possibly someone that you think is an ally that does not have your best interest at heart. Yeah, that's like a good horror premise.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
nowhere where they can go. Like,
I forgot to mention how the whole movie, it I know I said the tight spaces, but you're also strangled because you can't leave the ship because it's space out
Totally.
there. Like, you're just so,
Yeah.
they're also trapped. That's why when
Yeah,
it
when-
gets to she dips, she gets out, and you think she's
She makes the
finally
decision to
free.
blow
You
up
think
the
the
ship,
movie's
yeah.
over, and it's in there with her, and you're just like, oh my god, now she's I can't breathe
what a
even more.
twist! Oh, what a twist! And it just
that's
Yeah,
when
she's
you
in a
really
smaller
get to
I
space,
think
see
it's
it,
so
yeah.
like-
cool. The way this alien looks, it's like camouflage to mimic the inside of a ship with the tubing and the structures and the ventilation. It's like, it looks like it is part of the ship's machinery. And I have to guess that that's just like an evolutionary tactic, right? Like,
right.
this is just something that it's been doing this for long enough, right? Even though we've never encountered it, right?
Mhm.
It's this idea that it is older than we are, maybe, and it exists at this like this weird
Because
parallel
the planet they
evolution.
find it in there is like has been left like that for a long time. I think they explain, right? Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
the alien
And
with the dead
it's-
hole in its stomach is like fossilized.
Right.
And it's cool that, like, you know, it's left up to the viewer's interpretation on, like, what exactly, like, the aliens are, like, what their origins are and stuff, because, like, it's in a spaceship. So you can assume, like, did they build the spaceship, or were they being transported by a different alien race? Because, like,
Right.
it gets into the series later of how,
They-
like, people try to weaponize these creatures because they're extremely deadly. And they are definitely intelligent in a way, with like hunting and stuff, but they seem more animalistic, especially if we're going to get into like Alien versus Predator. Like, if we compare them to the Predators, like, the Predators are clearly like an advanced race.
Like a
but they're
sapient,
just-
yeah.
yeah, but they're sapient. Like, you could tell, like, they are like us. They're just like a big hunter culture. But like with the aliens, you're not sure. Like,
Yeah.
because they don't.
They have
seem
moments
like,
where they're
it is
kind of
more
like
ambiguous.
human intelligence, but other times
Yeah,
where
they
they're
don't
just like,
s-
bah!
but they don't seem like an interstellar species where like they're building spaceships and they have like scientists and shit. You know, they seem like animals in a way, like
Right.
sophisticated animals, but like they're
Right.
hunters.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool, because it's like, if we can, I want to talk about Ripley for a second, because
Yeah.
not
Yeah, we
only,
haven't
she's
mentioned
obviously
anything
the
we haven't said her
lead
name.
here.
Yeah.
Ripley.
Well, here's the
who's
thing, dude.
sole
You
survivor
don't really
in the
know
first
if she
movie.
is in the first one. Like, she is just another character throughout. You start to feel that
until
she's
like
a main character,
until
but
like the first
she could die just
start
like
of
any
the
of them.
third act.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
You realize
her
she's the one
place
making it
here is
out.
like, she's the only one who wants to follow protocol to begin with, right?
Mhm.
She says, no, you have to have a mandatory quarantine period. You know, that's the way this is. And all these men who are making these decisions for her and going over her head
As
are
they
what
should.
cause everybody to have, fucking die by the end, basically.
Yeah.
So, but you also admire the fact that, one, she goes out of her way to save the cat, Jones. So she has that kind of like animal communication, like handling ability already to bring it back to like D&D, right? She has good animal handling.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
yeah, she has like,
She's a
I guess
mother.
that nurturing, and it's that nurturing mechanism that like I think is very prevalent throughout the first movie. It is very much like the ship's name is Mother, right?
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Also,
Which
this
This has been dissected before, but
right. But also in like the second movie, you see that like we'll get into the second movie too, but like that,
Mhm.
like they build on that nurturing aspect of her more
Definitely.
with
Definitely.
the kid in the
Yes.
second movie.
Yes.
Agreed.
So like, and that already, like seeing her and like the cat and like the countdown, all of that in the last act creates that just like total sense of tension in you. It's just like, oh my fucking God, is she going to get out of here in time? Right. Because
Will
you
the
don't
cat
know.
get out of here? Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you're right. It adds
Everybody
that
else has
layer
died at
to
this
it,
point.
Though. It's just like, oh, if this is the one thing that I'm doing, you know, at this point, like it's your touchstone, right? It becomes
Mhm.
your touchstone. And it's so she definitely has that, like that, you know, hey, humanity is, you know, worth saving, or any living thing, right? Like
Mhm.
so, and
Yeah.
the way she interacts, I think, in the second film, not only with the child but with the aliens, I think, yeah, it does build upon that in a little bit of a way.
Mhm.
But I also think in the second movie, I think it becomes more of a sequel in that way, where it's a little more action heavy than it is directed toward the themes of the movie.
Oh yeah, it
Which is
transitions
kind of
from
yeah.
horror to horror action. That's how I sold Kaylee on watching it. Where I'm like, the second Aliens isn't really focused as
Yeah.
much on horror. It's more of an
Yeah.
action movie.
They do it
Definitely.
a bit of a
That has
genre
horror elements.
switch, but you know what? I love that they had the courage to do that with the second one. Like, we're gonna make it a genre switch, but it's also gonna still do the horror movie stuff too. It's just in a bigger world, and we're gonna take everything we set up in that last one, world wise, like universe wise, and just
Mhm.
make it.
And it still
richer.
implements like new horror elements that like became iconic to the series, like the sensors
Game over,
on the
man.
guns.
Game over, man.
Well, yeah, just like they could see on their sensors that like there's something there. That became an element in like the Alien games,
the mech
and
suit
stuff.
too. I mean,
Mhm.
the hydraulic like lifting exoskeleton that she wears in the final battle is
Great
really
moment.
so
great
so
moment. Great
badass.
fucking moment.
I cannot
There's,
take
like, the
away
one-
from that.
Aliens,
like, the
James
one-
Cameron's first and best alien themed movie he's ever made, if you ask me. Just
First
saying.
and only Alien themed movie. We've never seen any more Alien themed.
Everybody was directing these movies. It was like never the same director from one to the next. I know is because David Fincher directed the third one. So
well, what I'm saying is, I think I like Aliens more than I like Avatar or Avatar 2.
oh well, that's
Oh,
fine.
for sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying with James Cameron. I think it's his best alien themed movie, and it's a lot. Like I started this movie rather late, and I didn't like know if I was gonna get into it with the lateness and tiredness I was feeling. I got fucking right, just like I said about the first one. Boom, right
Number
off
two?
the bat. Yep, so into it. The second they pick up Ridley, and they're like, "Yeah, it's been 50 years." I'm just like, "Fuck."
And then
me.
they do that psych
Okay,
out,
so
like
we're
the
going?
fake out moment with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With
So
the
we're
chest
transitioning
burster,
into
and she's like, oh.
Yeah.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I think
we're gonna
I
talk
liked
aliens.
Alien. I think I liked Aliens more than the first movie. It's pretty close
Really?
though.
Wow.
It's pretty close.
I
Just
don't-
because
I
Yeah,
think the
I think
first
I do
one's
too.
more solid to me, like as a film, but like
I agree with that. Yeah.
I like how much justice they were able to do it, and I don't think I really realized how big the franchise got after that, because I have actually seen
There's quite a few of
Prometheus
these movies.
independently.
I've never seen that one.
I
Me
saw
neither.
that one like when I was in theaters.
I'm more interested in the whole series due to these two being as good as they were. But here's the thing: I've heard like that these are the best. So I'm just like,
The other ones are not as good.
That's why I'm hoping
It's
this
more-
show's really good.
Yeah.
But
No, I think the first one is one of the greatest horror movies of all time. Like,
Sure.
absolutely.
absolutely,
It's not I wouldn't say it's my favorite horror movie of all time,
Agreed,
but I
yeah.
would count it as one of the greatest horror movies of all time. Like,
Mhm.
it's just a perfect
especially
horror
when it
movie.
came out.
Like,
yeah, it's like,
yeah, there's
oh my
nothing
God.
that I can like
Mhm.
pick apart from it or
Upon
criticize
this last
about it.
rewatch, I definitely like it's in my top 10-15s probably films. Yeah.
Yeah,
I could probably
easily.
pick apart Aliens a little more, but I don't.
Yeah.
I still really liked it. Like, even though there's more
There's,
to like
like-
pick
Let's
at
talk
it.
about it. What did
It's
you
still
like and
pretty
what did
solid.
you not like?
What did I like? like I mean, I right out the gate, I already said I like how they just expanded upon the universe. I mean, to me, this movie was such a like, let's take a risk, like let's take a little shift, and they nailed it.
Let's see the head of this company. Let's see how they react to her
watching
blowing
that
their property.
Go
you know what I mean?
From the beginning of the movie is just it's a really good way to set your viewer up for a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever hear this story? It might be apocryphal. I'm not sure if it's actually true or not, but like supposedly when they're in the meeting for making a sequel to Alien, James Cameron walked into the meeting. There's like a whiteboard there. He wrote Alien on the whiteboard, and then he just drew an S at the end of Alien and made it a $sign. Aliens. And like that was the meeting.
Amazing.
I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, that's like
Jamie,
one of
look
those.
it up.
I believe it.
Yeah, get on that, Jamie. Let us know. Fill this back in when you can. I mean,
I don't know if
I'd
they
like
must
to
have had a
believe
bigger
he had
budget
more
for
than
it,
that,
right?
but I mean, it came out almost 10 years later. Like, it took them some time to actually get this film going.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you're launched very much into the same kind of like, we know what the setup is going to be. We just need to get you there, and we need to create a little bit of urgency, so we're going to get you there faster, and it doesn't feel rushed, right? So
No, not at all. Yeah, it makes sense. She leaves
the
cat
yeah, she gets
behind
picked up in her shuttle, and she says, Jonesy, I love you, but it's a bitch to have pets on set, so we're not going to do it. And
you know, who needs that stress a second time?
And so they basically said,
I like that. Yeah.
We don't believe you at first. Oh, you say there was an alien. There's no proof of it. She's like, good. That means I killed it.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, well, you just blew up our fucking ship, so we're gonna have to, let you sit this one out. And then they find out, oh no, wait, actually, we've been secretly harvesting the alien eggs the whole time, and now one of our colonies is in danger because of it. So you get to go on the mission.
Fucking wrecking things.
Which we don't even find that out.
Yeah, it's a twist pretty late.
No, that's a much later plot point.
Yeah.
It is that. But at first he's just like, oh, hey, maybe you were right. Maybe there is something. But it's. I think it's like the aliens here are not the intentional antagonists, right? They're not actively it's the corporations. They're
the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park.
Profits over people mentality, and that's very much a Jurassic Park vibe. Like
the aliens are just doing their thing.
The investors, the board, and we see that, and that's reflected in like their maternal instincts. So it's just like not to rush ahead, but when their children are threatened, it's very much like a I recognize what that is. I can recognize that you're in the same position as I am. You know what I mean? So it's there's that kind of viewing as the other as the self.
Yeah.
It
gets down to
which is
it's
really
them or
cool.
us. Yeah.
Also,
I looked up.
There's always that. There's always that them or us though, right?
Yeah.
And it's got to be us. It's got to be us.
I looked up the James Cameron thing. It's not apocryphal. It is true. He did go into a big shot producer meeting and wrote and $sign S at the end
a lot of money.
Yeah, and he was right.
He was right. I mean, and it's a franchise. I mean, they weren't doing anything with it for 8 years. So if this is what did it, I'd say this is the movie that kept the ball rolling.
I also did not realize how long of a gap there was between the first movie and the second movie, because you feel like a movie that popular, they would have pushed a sequel out much quicker.
You would think.
It was the second.
You'd think.
It was the second biggest movie of 1979. It made like $200 million, which was a fuck ton back then.
86, right? So it was almost literally 10 years. Yeah.
Quite some time, especially when you're talking successful movie sequels. But I think what that does, though, and kind of proves that if you give people time, though, you can put out another pretty good banger movie without it feeling like a sequel. Like, does this borrow things from the last movie? Yes, but it's a really good video game sequel that like does everything just better. You're like, oh, this is everything from the last movie, but like enhanced. We got Super Nintendo graphics now.
All the Space Marine stuff is entirely new to this movie.
So melodramatic, but I love it.
Yeah. I love the campiness. That's one of the things
campy.
that's one of the things I found charming about the sequel, like, which makes it not as good of a movie as Alien, but is something that I liked personally more, was just the campiness, like Bill Paxton's performance.
Dude, yeah, jeez.
as-
I
what's
saw
his-
his
what's
name
his
pop up. I
character's
was
name?
like, oh yeah, he is.
Not Hudson.
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 Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like he gives a crazy performance, and it's just like so funny to watch. It's like,
Yeah. He almost doesn't make any sense the most out of all of it. But when his time to die comes, you buy.
I
like
think he's
you're,
having the most realistic reaction out of anybody.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be giving
Probably.
that.
Yeah.
Hitch.
Yeah.
Hitch is one of my favorite characters. I'll say that.
Uh-huh.
Just this
Oh, yeah.
corporal who's just
The
so
guy from Twister.
unassuming. Yeah, he's
Yep.
unassuming. He's like not
The guy
anything
from Twister.
special in the initial
Mhm.
scene. Like he's just like one of the other soldiers, and he becomes like a main character
Yeah.
halfway through the movie, which I
Mhm.
love when movies do that, when like there's like kind of a seemingly side character in the beginning of the
Oh,
movie
yeah.
that becomes like way more important later
Not the
on. You
colonel,
like don't
but
even
the
expect
other
it.
guy.
Yeah.
And he's like a good guy. Like he listens to Ripley. He's like
Oh,
one
yeah,
of the men who
immediate-
listens
You've
to
got some
Ripley.
Everybody
experience
else
with
is
these
like, this
things.
bitch, shut her up right now. And
Yeah.
he's just
Right.
like,
And he's like,
I don't
no,
know.
I think we should follow her plan, go to the ship and nuke the planet from orbit.
The only
which
she's the
person
one
with
that said
any
these
experience
aliens
with
were
the-
here and we didn't
Yeah.
believe
Species.
her. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
which was the correct decision. Just the aliens had different plans.
I'm misfeeding you.
the aliens had so many different plans. I loved the setup of like, it's been 50 something years. The last time we as viewers have seen this planet, it
Well,
looked
but
like,
it wasn't actually though. That
it
was
looked like
that
a
was her
wreck of a planet. Right?
I
in the
think that
first
I
one.
think that 56 years thing was just her nightmare. I don't think that was necessarily
No,
true.
That's the no. That
I think
that
it
is
was
the gap.
56
Yeah,
years.
Is it?
It was still
The
it was still
stomach
that
of
much
her
time.
is her dream.
Because
That was just
enough
a dream
time
they
she
for
don't
was
make
having.
that. They don't
Colin-
make the cut. They don't make the cut very clear there because they do it in the same flashback sequence. Is what I'm saying. So
The chest burster
Yeah.
was her dream.
So the way I understood it, yeah, it was enough time for them to like set up a colony with like
Mhm.
several families
Right.
there.
That's
like,
what I
was going on
really
for a while.
liked about it. Oh my god!
They
Well,
said
that's
that, like,
the
the
thing.
that's
colony
crazy.
had
Then
been
that it had been so
fine for
long
20
before they
years.
actually made contact with the aliens. You
So
know what I
what-
mean?
So what
I love the
happened
pods
is-
and how they preserve because I don't understand.
So what happened
No,
was-
the technology. It's sci-fi tech.
I
we
know,
don't-
but like the
But that's why it's so
concept.
good. That's why
Yeah.
it's so good.
So
And
it
my
became-
interpretation is that the pod slows your body processes down to next to like
It
your
does.
cells just don't age. So basically,
Yeah.
right?
You're like frozen. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sci-fi.
Yeah.
We explain it away.
Yeah,
Sci-fi
but-
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
But
don't
basically,
respect
when Ripley wakes up and tells, like, it's 56 years or 57 years later or whatever, she tells them, like, the board of CEOs what happened. And that was the catalyst for the one corporate guy to tell his buddies to go search the alien ship. So they're on a different part of the planet than the alien ship that they
Right.
originally found in the first movie. After Ripley told them that, he told people to go search the alien ship, which is where they went and found the eggs and all that stuff to study and bring back. And then that's what caused the alien outbreak.
Mhm.
Okay.
So that's like how the timeline went. We're like,
so
they were fine.
she still is like a fish out of her timeline. Water,
Yes,
you know what I mean?
absolutely,
Like,
absolutely.
They were
I
fine
thought-
because they're on a
like
different
I didn't
part
pick
of the
up on that.
planet.
I thought that was all part of the nightmare fake out sequence at the beginning, but I must have misinterpreted.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
that's
not
that's
all
still
of
freaky
it.
as fuck. That's existentially terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah,
I
they
think
were
that's what the
fine
scene
until
is.
Ripley told them where the ship was,
represent.
and then they went to
Mhm.
get the ship. And
But you as a
study the
viewer are
aliens.
like, oh my god, you motherfuckers put people on this planet? Like, oh no, like
Right?
you know
Yeah.
right away. Movie's
Yeah.
called Aliens. You've seen
It's
the
too
trailer.
late.
You
It's
know that
already
shit's
too late
fucked
for
for
these
these
people.
It was
people. And they
70
don't even waste our
families-
time with them. Like they're like, we don't go and meet people and then they die. No, they're already fucked.
And
They're
once
already
again, we
fucked.
have a sole survivor. We have a sole survivor, and it's a little kid, and it's a girl, and
Meow.
she survived somehow.
Yeah.
And they don't really get into the specifics of it, but there's that like she's almost feral by the time they find her. So like
Yeah.
she has kind of regressed into that animalistic state. So like
They filmed
I
her
guess it
like
kinda,
her opening moment looks like an alien. Like when you first see her like hop,
absolutely,
like, they make you
absolutely.
think
like, that's
she
what
is an alien.
You're made to think that intentionally.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Bill Paxton almost shoots her
Mhm.
Right.
because he thinks she's an
Right.
alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
like when they say like, oh, how many families are in the colony? It's like, oh, around like 70 families. So that gives you a number of how many aliens there's going to be this time because they can multiply with however many number of human bodies they have. So like 70 will assume like each family is a family of 4. That's like, already over 100 math or whatever. 7,
Yeah.
15, 20,
And it
20.
kind of makes it even sadder because you know that it's like not just people, families that are like
It's like close to, which makes like close to
fucked by these
300.
aliens.
So every single human body can act as a singular host for one organism.
Yeah.
Which is
So you're dealing with way more.
And this is when I
Way
start
more.
to question
Hence the
the
title.
reproductive process, right? Of a xenomorph. When does the actual and again, here's some spoilers for Alien Earth. Which you guys probably would not have seen because I think it happens in episode 3. They dissect a facehugger and they pull like this little like sperm looking thing out of it and they deposit that into like a fucking thing of raw meat and it grows up to basically become the chest burster, right? So the idea is the facehugger is not reproducing, or if it is, it's reproducing asexually. But that creates the alien species, right?
Sure.
I thought
it harbors it harbors it within and then it deposits it inside the human. So how is that?
So I thought it was implied that there's like an alien queen. Because I think in Alien versus Predator there's an alien queen. I think the alien
there's an
queen
alien
lays
queen in Aliens
eggs,
too.
which I think the alien queen lays eggs, and then the eggs become the face huggers.
She does that in Aliens
that
also.
reproduce then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're more like a caterpillar, and like the
So
human body becomes like the
that can. Well, it's still a host for it though. It's a host in the same way that the human becomes the host.
Mhm.
Right. It still is almost asexual because like the eggs would almost act as the males.
The egg has its own gestation period. Then I think once it detects a viable host that comes within range, that's when the facehugger latches. And then they deposit the little thing into like your gut, which is disgusting.
Yeah. Do we talk about like the whole, because it's like sort of a feminist movie where it's like, I think there is like thoughts behind like the horror of like men being, I guess, penetrated against their will or something. Like there's something about that. It's like,
no, I absolutely agree with that. There's I mean, it's an insemination process, right? It's the
like
facehugger itself, the way it's
basically.
designed, it grabs you by the face. And not only that, it chokes you with the fucking tail, so you can't get away.
Yeah.
But then it inserts this thing into you, so it's like it's the impregnancy process.
It's like men being raped and impregnated, basically. Like
I think there's totally something to be said for that, and whether that's like whether they're using that as the actual horror element here, it's
or if that
part
was just
of
like
it.
a happy coincidence.
Right, but I'm still trying to figure out the symbiotic relationship between like at what point in the evolutionary process is like a face hugger doesn't ever become an alien. It's its own thing. It's like a larval stage. It's a larval stage that only exists to ever be a transfer between the egg and the human host. So the parasitic nature. Yeah. It's like it has to prey on other species to survive, right? And that's I think that's the whole nature of a parasite.
They're like bugs, basically. They're like I feel like that's the closest analog that we have to our thing.
Because it has to have another organism. It cannot reproduce and survive on its own. It will exist in like an egg incubated state until something else can come along. And then they can use that to reproduce. So
It's also
just,
interesting.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
just so gross.
we didn't watch any of the Alien versus Predators, but in like the one Alien versus Predator, a predator gets a face hugger onto them, and it creates like a predator alien hybrid.
Yes, I've
so like
heard about
we can
that.
assume that they use like the genetic material of their host
Sure,
as like kind of like the male or like the female. Like it adds that extra, like that other half of genetic
whatever
code.
part of your genetic DNA. Yeah, you're becoming the co-host of the organism at that point. So
right.
Unrelated.
Great stuff.
Chase, I think I mentioned this over the phone to you. Monster High doll from Mattel just released a Barbie, or not a Barbie, but a Monster High Xenomorph Skull Lecter edition.
I haven't looked it up yet. I do want to look at it.
Throw it up on the screen for all the podcasties.
I'll find a way to do that. I can't do it right now, but
she's
I'll find
great.
a way.
She's got the proportions of like your typical Barbie, but she's got the big head, and instead of the teeth, she's got like the cunty lips. You know, she's got like that pursed like thing going on. I think she looks great though. She's got the tail, and she comes in a cool box.
I would buy her.
She's like $80.
To see this.
So
totally worth
the doll
it,
lover.
She has 1 out of 5 stars, by the way. 1 review.
Oh, what?
The doll lover in me is definitely
I was gonna order
jealous.
1 star, 1 review.
Especially after watching these movies, you just have to. Evolution of the alien itself and how it works aside, because I could go a step deeper. I was going to be like, well, don't you think it's odd that the queen lays eggs to these parasites? Like, what does the breeding process for the queen look like? Who made the queen? Right. But we're not going to go there.
But what makes her become a queen?
But I'm sure there's movies and shit like that. I'm sure Prometheus might go into that.
I'm sure.
And that's the thing. That's the thing about how all these movies, they leave off with like, hey, do what you want with it from here. Like, everything is so alien in nature that anything can happen.
There's a weird Indiana Jones scene where they have to run away from like a big spaceship that's like rolling toward. It's like a big wheel thing scenario.
Yeah.
And there's it's very much a callback to the first movie in that way. But that's the only scene that I can really remember about it. But I know it gets more into the origins of like the actual like species.
So I've never seen Prometheus, but from like cultural osmosis through the internet, I do think there's a separate alien race in Prometheus that has like it's connected to the xenomorphs. They're like these white bald dudes.
I've seen images, but
yeah, like I think one of the reasons why those movies do bad is because like any horror element, like the more you explain it and the more like details you give of it, the less scary it becomes and the less interesting it becomes. Where it's just like, oh, okay,
and
so they're just like,
because
and this movie's perfect because one of these things was scary in the last movie. There's fuck ton of them in this one, so it's just like, the stakes are higher.
Yeah.
I know these things are practically
unkillable. Flamethrowers at this point. It's not
love
like
it in this one that we can kill them. Yeah,
we're killing
that's what
a
makes
lot
it
of
fun.
them.
But it makes
when
them
she drives over the
craftier.
one's head and just like
which it's been 50-something years. They got better technology. Fuck them up. But also the aliens have to figure out how to kill them more, and it's like, it's so like horror mixed with action blend of beauty.
It was a good balance too of like when you first are introduced to the Space Marines, like you're told from the story that like, oh, they're like the best of the best. But when you meet them, they're kind of like fuckheads. Like they're just joking around and stuff. Like you're thinking like, oh, all these guys are going to be murdered by the aliens. And they do. But like they also have their times to shine where it's like, they're not like completely incompetent. Like they are actually good fighters and stuff. Yeah. It's just like they are against
you go from wanting to see them die to hoping they don't, but they do.
Right.
And that's
like you feel bad.
Yeah.
That when they're in the air ducts and like Vasquez and that last guy are just like they basically bomb
for
themselves.
A movie that's not that long.
Like,
there's a lot of great.
I knew you weren't gonna make it, but damn, what a way to go! You know.
I will say I was sad that, and I wish that he was in the movie more. The sergeant with the cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
he was a great character.
He was cool. He was one of the first big deaths, though.
Well, and I
made
remember
sense. He was too good to be true.
Seeing something that like like Sergeant Johnson from Halo
Yeah,
is
is
based off
100%.
of that character.
Of course, he reeks
Like
of him.
like one to one, like
Yeah,
complete, like taken from
absolutely,
Alien.
no doubt.
Like
Which
that,
is
like they're the
fine.
same character.
He's more of a caricature than a character, to be honest. Anyways, but that's what makes him work. Fuck. The android in this one, the whole like. Once again, not a long movie, a lot of character work. Bishop. So this movie also takes time to be like, hey, that one android was bad, but we can make Ridley not be an android racist too in the middle of this movie.
Right. We're gonna redeem all androids in that.
And you do
moment.
because Bishop's great. I mean, he does because you do think, oh no,
he comes
those
back,
fucking
and he's
androids.
also willing.
Comes back.
He's also willing to throw himself out on the line
Han
several
Solo.
times. In fact, despite the fact he's like, hey, look, I'm not indestructible. I just know that
I can die.
My life does not mean as much to you, so I'm willing to put myself out there for it.
Which gets into, back into the humanism argument of like Ripley was kind of painting all androids with the same cloth. It's like, oh, they're machines. Like this one android I knew sided with the alien because he felt more kinship with it than he did with humans. But this android is completely different.
Wasn't even
Feels
that.
more
He was
with humans.
No, it's that he was following the mission directive.
Right.
Can I learn to love
It wasn't
again?
a kinship thing. It's no, I am programmed to make my masters lots of money.
Right. But this one is like different, and that shows that
they're
like
evolving too.
And they have
can
that
be more
moment too at
human
the
than
end where it's
others.
just like, yeah, hey, you're not too bad for a human, So I think, he definitely.
So ultimately, Braden,
Yeah.
be careful with your AI when doing your Dungeons and Dragons because it might come.
it might come back, or
Fuck
it might
yeah.
not. It might help me.
It might help you. It might fuck you first.
He might save the day. At the
Might
end,
fuck me
but-
first though. I also just love the choice of
great.
their blood, like the android blood.
being
It's just
like-
like this white.
Oh, yeah.
goo. Like that's
Yeah.
just an interesting choice.
There's
It's just
another
like,
metaphor. If you want to delve into that metaphor, or no? Because
Too easy.
milk,
Jizz.
huh? What a
Milk.
choice.
hmm
Is it milk? Is it semen? I don't know.
Or is it just android blood? Well, no, we're not gonna get into it. Actually,
Hey, here's a cocktail for you.
Okay.
A little bit of rum chata, a little
Okay.
bit of pineapple juice. I know what you're thinking. It's going to curdle. No, you're going to drink it fast. A little bit of rum chata, a little bit of pineapple juice, and you're going to mix it. And that's going to create android's blood. So there you go.
Ooh,
I hope it tastes good.
Yep.
party.
I'm
new party
throwing
drink.
it out there.
You know what part in this movie that I also really fucking love that they set up with breadcrumbs? They show you that Ridley knows how to operate the fucking mech thing to like move boxes at the job that she has. Like she's skilled
Yeah,
at
it's a
using
it's a
these
loader.
things.
We
When
all
they
knew what was
utilized
coming, though,
that
right?
for a fight
We
with
all
the
knew what
fucking
was coming.
queen, dude, I don't know if I did know it was. I mean, I guess I did because I've seen it, but if I didn't know, I mean, so well done to like set that up and
Iconic.
then have her. Oh, for sure, comes out as a fucking mech, and you're like, why not? Because it's
Yeah.
still a horror movie. It's still an action movie. Not everything needs to make sense all the time, and it's just so good. And she fights the queen off with it.
Oh, I saw it coming.
That
as soon
payoff
as
was
she-
amazing. Payoff was
As soon as they
amazing.
started using those things, I was just like, that is going to be.
Kind of related, but it's just touching on the cultural impact that these movies have had. That the game's Titanfall.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Titans in Titanfall are directly inspired from that mech, because in the Titanfall universe, the Titans started out as industrial loaders, and then they realized that they could weaponize them
Yeah.
and made them into like combat mechs and stuff. And that's kind of like this one. It's like it's an industrial loader, but like it can also fuck
But
things
Ridley's
up if you
like-
want to. Yeah.
It's a car. I can run people over with it if I want to.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything can become a weapon if you try hard enough.
I
Exactly.
don't know.
And
You gotta have forklifts certification. She mentioned some kind of
Yeah.
certification.
she
for
does,
that.
She
but,
had
but that's why I that's
You
why
gotta
I
imagine it's
believe.
a little bit more
Yeah.
prestigious than your.
But that's why I believe she can fight with it. It's because she uses
Absolutely.
it regularly enough.
She
to be like,
established it early enough that I had no doubt.
That's like
I've
her
never
thing.
hit
Yeah.
anybody with my car, but if I
Yeah.
wanted to, I drive enough that I feel like I'd know what to do.
It's just
Yeah.
that I feel like every single one of these movies despite the fact that I haven't seen all of them, I feel like they all definitely
I wanna
harken
watch
back to moments where it's like, okay, so even in the second one, the alien clung to the outside of the ship and,
Yep.
made its way with you. It was a stowaway. So I think there's always moments like that we can count on reappearing. But
Sure.
yeah, overall, I think definitely
How
the first
they
two make for
handle
a
that
good-
reappearance is what matters, and everything handled in this for those
Mhm.
moments is better for it. You know what I mean? Nothing feels cheesy about it, whereas other movies might not be able to handle that.
I will say I think the first two make for a good double feature watch.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I put a little time between the first and second, but I watched them both the same day.
Mhm.
Same.
Mhm.
Well,
So-
I watched it. I put
Yep.
I put a few days in between watchings, but
Yeah.
I've seen them both before and enjoy them. So
Yeah, especially this time of year, it's the spooky season. That's kind of why we're covering this.
Yeah.
It just felt right. It felt right to start my October off with
great,
those
unique
two movies.
alien design. I don't know if we touched on that though, but like
Oh,
you know,
sure.
Oh yeah, the practical
it's
effects
instant classic. Yeah, like
and the
think
upgraded
that's
look
what-
for the sequel.
I think that's one of the issues with it's one of the issues, not the main issue, but like the aliens in the following movies are like a lot of them are CGI. Like I know in
Yeah.
like Prometheus, like they're like CGI,
I
which is
believe
just
that.
not the same effect. It's like they don't feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're in
the
the room.
puppetry and the
with you,
costuming is really in a total class of its own. We actually looked it up and found out that the guy who modeled the alien in the first movie was 7 feet tall, and they
Wow.
cast him just because of his height, and they put him in the costume and
smart. I mean,
put up a picture of that
it's
guy.
not to say any lines.
Put up a picture
you
of
know,
that guy.
Jamie, get him, throw him up.
Jamie.
Throw 'em up.
Probably won't have any room on your computers to see this guy. He's so fucking tall.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
His head's gonna be cropped off.
But yeah, I mean,
But
I've
overall,
heard
yeah.
I've heard the newest Alien movie, the one that came out just last year, is pretty good. It's mostly positive. I've heard about it, so I'd like to check that out. I am more interested in this series as a whole now. Like I've always kind of known about it, kept up with it, because these two movies have always just been around in our
Mhm.
lives,
Yeah.
But now I think I'm more interested to see where things go, become a little more of like an Alien viewer.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
I
gonna.
didn't
I
realize
will
that-
say
You didn't realize
that,
what?
that it just evolved. I didn't realize the franchise was so big.
Yeah,
big.
for better or worse, it seems. It seems like
Yeah.
it doesn't all. I heard the third movie is not really that good.
It's
No,
not.
well,
Alien
whatever.
Resurrection or something like that.
No, there's
will say,
three, and then there's Resurrection. And
Oh yeah,
a bunch
yeah.
of others.
From like the parts of the series that I've seen so far, I do appreciate it just from a world building perspective. Even if like I'm not completely hooked on the narrative yet, like I'm interested, but like I still need to like pick it back up. But
Yeah.
just like how it sets the stage of like basically the humanity is run by 3 mega corporations that are all warring with each
Does
other.
it feel
in certain
timely?
aspects.
Does it
Yeah.
feel
Which-
relevant?
The real question is, how anime do we want to make this series be? How deep into the anime do we want to get this progression to go? Because it does
Well,
kind
it
of
just-
go off into like wacky like anime arcs, kind of go like just like
Yeah.
where are we going
It just
with
puts
this?
into perspective of like why this company is so obsessed with getting an alien and weaponizing it, because
Mhm.
they're
Yeah,
at war with these other 2 corporations for like total dominance of the
Control
human
the
race. So like
planet, basically.
yeah, they're all looking for edges over each other, as corporations do, because that's just like how corporations operate, is like they're trying to like edge out their competition. And so like
disgusting.
biological weapons in the form of this like super lethal alien, like they're totally gonna jump on that. Like they're not gonna
But
have
it-
any ethics.
The
about
mystery still kind of remains, like, why did the ship crash in the first place? What was the, I
Right,
mean, we
what
can
happened
guess, right? But they were already quarantined. The specimens were already being contained. So it's like, what happened, right? Like,
Mhm.
what went wrong? Like, so there's
Just
still that
implies
element
that
of
there's-
mystery to it.
Possibly other different alien races out there.
Yeah, sabotage. Or...
Yeah.
In fact, I'm hopeful that we'll even maybe get to watch another episode here after this. So.
Yeah, it seems like this series is kind of like teaching us these things we want to know, hopefully in a good way. Yeah, we will reconvene on that one. I did want to
So
try to do
far,
that, but like I'd have to
enjoyed.
put a yeah.
And although I cannot officially recommend it, even if you don't have Hulu, I'm sure there are ways to find.
There are
such
always
things.
ways. There are always
Is it the
ways.
guy? Is it the one
We live
guy
in a
who
time of
plays?
options.
Is it the one guy who plays Nemec from Andor? Who's like the
Don't
brother?
know.
Yes.
Is that the same actor or is they similar?
The brother character.
I think they are the same guy. Yeah, I think it is. I don't think I
Yeah.
noticed that, but
Looks
now that you
familiar.
said
The
it,
guy who writes the manifesto in Andor,
yeah.
who's like part of the Aldani heist.
Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I
think
didn't
they're the
notice
same
it,
guy.
but you're right. I think they are the same guy. If we're wrong about that, let us know. But
I like that actor. He's good at.
Put it in the comments.
put it in the comments. If we're wrong, we're wrong. If we're right, then yes, that's him. Duh.
And if you think we're handsome, also put that in the comments.
Yeah.
What's
We
the
just
series
comment
name
on
again?
it. These guys are handsome.
Alien Earth.
Earth brother character hermits played by what's he played by? Who's he played by?
A little
Actor
bitch.
He looks a little bitchy.
Alex Lothar.
Okay.
So
How deep
Alex
does this web go?
So fucking deep, dude.
acted.
You have no
Drawing
idea.
a board. Like,
We're gonna know this guy's fucking great grandmother by the end of it.
Okay. Black Mirror, End of the Fucking World,
he
Imitation
was that
Game.
kid. He was the kid in the Black Mirror episode "Shut Up and Dance." Yes.
Yes,
Yes, he
he
was.
was.
Yes, he was.
That was one of the
Yes, he
best
was.
episodes.
Very good episode.
And Andor. Yes, it's the same guy.
Thought
It's
so.
the same guy.
I
Heyo.
thought so. But ultimately,
Yes, he's the one in Black Mirror too.
good actor.
Yeah.
Totally by his character. Loving what they're doing with what I've just seen. Gotta finish it. But
I
was
would
good 'cause-
continue. I would so far suggest continuing it. I plan to.
I'll make some time. Like I said, now that I'm more into it, now that I went back and refreshed my brain on the first and second movie, I'm ready to go. For sure. Because I think both of these movies in their own way, horror movie, 10 out of 10 for the first one, 9 out of 10 for the second one, but a 10 out of 10 action flick. And a shot of like changing your art, making a sequel and changing your art all in one.
And it
it's
works.
really good and it works almost in every way. So
I would agree with that.
yeah.
I don't. They couldn't have made a better follow up
Sure.
for it.
Yeah.
If they, I feel like if they tried to just go straight horror with it again, it would have worked because they would just try and retread the same beats.
Yeah.
So like we're gonna do some horror, but we're gonna add some action elements to it.
But we got the
And
guy
it's
who
still
made
gonna be
Terminator,
scary.
so it's gonna get wild. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh. That was
shit.
nice, guys. I'm glad
Good
we
shit.
did
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Some nerd shit. Some nerd piss. We got
sure.
it all.
We got it all in. Thank you for doing this. It was
One
fun
last
to watch
thing.
these movies. Oh yeah.
Set design, great.
For both, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They have their own. They each have their own. It's like
Yeah.
ice cream with different flavors. Just fucking
I
both
can
are
immediately picture the settings of both
good. Mhm.
things because they're like so well crafted.
Dude, yeah, I loved when they were like on the outside of the planet in the second movie. Those couple moments where they were just like not confined in the areas that they were in, but they were like out on the planet. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, gorgeous. Yeah.
Looks like they're on an alien planet.
Yeah, fucking sure does. Ugh. I'm so glad I refreshed my brain on these movies and watched the
Great
second one
movies.
the whole way through.
I feel like anyone who's a horror fan or a sci-fi fan should watch them
Agreed.
100%.
if they haven't.
Agreed. Hoorah.
You'll have a good time,
Hoorah!
guaranteed.
Especially right now. It's Halloween time, spooky season.
Yeah.
Get on that. Throw it in whatever you're watching. Make sure it makes it this year because goddamn, so good. Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all. Yep.
Yeah. You don't have to jump into them all, but just watch the first two.
Yeah.
Watch the first.
It's just the set design was another thing that stuck into my head.
Oh yeah.
No, definitely
Iconic.
needed to be
Really,
mentioned.
it's
Definitely
nice.
needed to be mentioned.
Iconic. Cool.
Well,
guys.
I'd say that is the show, fellas. Anything to say to the shitters before we sign off, y'all?
Poop in your butt.
That's usually where it lives.
And then poop out of your butt. Yeah. Cool. Well, that's great. Well, okay then. That is the show. Look forward to the coming episodes. This was our Alien episode. A couple weeks we'll be coming back on talking the new Pokemon game. And then a couple weeks after that, I've already got an episode recorded with Ernie where we talk about all 4 of the new Planet of the Apes movies. So
the
that's
Ernmeister.
So the next month of this
Ernster.
show, next month this show is pretty much lined up to go, and that's what you can look forward to. But for now,
Sweet.
we sign off as always. Good night,
Thank
sleep.
you both again for having me.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sam,
of course.
thank you.
Always a
Flattered
for
pleasure.
coming on.
Flattered.
You bring a
Absolutely.
flavor. You bring a flavor to this show that is like the flavor of each Alien movie. A little something different.
I love to share my little brain worms with you. So there you are.
Mm-hmm.
It's always interesting.
You like
Here,
to
you each
shove
get a
them down my
brainworm.
throat and
You can have
gestate in
one,
my stomach.
and you can have one. So you both have a brainworm now. Congratulations. What you do with it is your choice.
Well, I guess that changes our logo to good night, sleep tight, and do not let the brain
worms
bite.
Slither into your eyeball.
burst out of
night.
your chest.
Jizz out of your penis. Oh.
Don't show that. Don't put that on the screen. All right.